And welcome everybody to Putnam City North High School with homecoming night here for the Panthers, and they are getting ready to take the field here very shortly to take on the U.S. Grant Generals. We welcome everybody. It's a great night. It's a little bit of a warm night. Wind has really been blowing, but it looks like it's calming down just a little bit. We got a good southerly wind today. And the Panthers come in here at 3-0 with wins over Putnam City in Week 1, 31-6. They beat Piedmont in Week 2, 39-3, and Putnam City West last week, they beat them 47-0. Offensive leaders, Amarian Normant, 32 carries, 175 yards, 4 touchdowns on the season. That's a 5.5 yards per carry average. Carson Laverty, 57 of 83, 583 yards, 7 touchdowns and interception. Also has 20 rushes for 63 yards and a touchdown. Currently with a 111.7 quarterback rating. So Carson Laverty impressing in his sophomore season. Kion Russell, 19 receptions for 231 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's a 12.2 yards per catch. Jeff Nwankwo, 10 receptions, 103 yards, 3 touchdowns. And Ty Smythe, 12 receptions, 128 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So those are your offensive leaders for Putnam City North. Grant comes in here at 0-2 with losses to McLeod and Southeast. So we're getting ready here soon to get started, but before we do, let's take a look at last week, a game recap to show you what happened. Last week against Putnam City West. So just a great night on defense for the Panthers. Really, West just couldn't get anything going. They carried the ball 22 times for -6 yards, and that defense just stuffing them every bit. They also were getting turnovers on the night as well. Putnam City West turning the ball over 6 times in this game. 3 of those interceptions that you see, one right here, the first one, and then you're going to see one right here where Dazon Matthews, he's going to pick it off and bring it back close inside the red zone. And then finally, the third interception, you're going to see Riley Powell step in front of this pass, and he's going to take it to the house for a pick 6. And so a great defensive night on offense. On special teams, they're getting it done too. Opening kickoff the second half. That's Keyshawn Denton taking it to the house to get the second half started. And of course, Carson Laverty, we talked about his overall stats for the year, but here finding Kion Russell, we find Kion Russell again. It's one of his big targets this year. And then, of course, getting it done on the ground, Amarian Normant here taking it inside the 10, and he later on would cap it off with this 12-yard touchdown run, put the Panthers up. Carson Laverty again finding Nwankwo in the middle of the end zone for a touchdown. And Laverty again getting it done. He finds Ty Smythe, and Mythen's going to stretch out, but doesn't quite get in there. Normant finishes it up, taking it in from outside. And then, of course, Carson Laverty would also get his first rushing touchdown, taking it in from outside, showing some wheels here. He's not really known for scrambling, but he takes it to the house here. And North rolls in this one, 47-0. So that's your game recap from last week. And here come the Putnam City North Panthers taking the field. We're getting ready to get this one started here in just a few moments. Thank everybody for joining us here. Of course, with the COVID-19 situation, the social distancing, not a whole lot of fans in the stands, but we're going to be getting ready to get this one started pretty soon. And Grant taking the field on their side. So we're going to get started very, very soon in this one.
Simply bypass the line and look for the Panthers Express pickup area to get your food. The pickup area is located at a table outside the Eastern concession stand on the home side. Download the Panthers app today and order your concession straight from your phone.
Just waiting for the teams to take the field. We still got about 2 minutes to go before this one gets started. Thank you for joining us here on YouTube, SportsZone Oklahoma. Again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Like the video and check out some of the other games we have, some of the other highlights from previous games from previous seasons. You can find it all on SportsZone Oklahoma. So the Generals are on the field waiting for the Panthers. Get ready to get this one started.
Business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries at the new Bone and Joint Injury Clinic.
And the Panthers finally ready to take the field. We're about ready to get this one started here at Putnam City North High School.
Back into the Generals, number 7, Marion Goosey. Taking off for the Panthers, number 44, Brevin.
So we have number 44, Brevin Tate, kicking off for the Panthers to get this one started. And we're ready to get this one started. Officials give them the ready for play. Putnam City North, U.S. Grant, ready to kick this one off. Week 4, Oklahoma high school football. And a short kick. It's going to be returned. He gets kicked outside, and he's going to be bottled up at about the 20.
First contact and made by number 38, Michael Scott. First and 10, the ball at the 16-yard line.
So we're going to see that Panther defense to start things off. Just a stellar performance, giving up only an average of 3 points per game. We'll see if U.S. Grant can get anything started with the first possession here to start off the game. And to give up the middle, and there's just absolutely nothing there, no gain. It's going to bring up a second, maybe even a loss of a yard. Loss of 1, second 11 on ball on the 15. And he's in the gun looking to make a throw. He's got pressure. He's going to get caught back on the 2. And that's number 55, David Bruce, on the stop for the Panthers. Quarterback for Grant's Stacy Gay. He's a senior. So the Generals, deep in their own territory, got to be careful here. Looking to throw from his own end zone. Throwing it up the right side. Incomplete.
That'll bring up a 4th and 23. Ball at the 3-yard line. Your officials tonight is Bobby Davis, the referee. The umpire Skip Zagel, linesman Paul Vixia.
So that's going to bring up a 4th and 23 from the 3-yard line. So the Generals are going to have to punt here. He's close to that back line. He's got to make sure he doesn't step on it, or it's going to be out of bounds and a safety. And he bobbles the snap. He can't get it. He falls on it. He tries to throw it, and looks like it's picked off for a touchdown. That's going to be Hayden Thornton. So let's see what happened here. He just tried to throw it. He just tried to throw it, and he just couldn't. He just nowhere to go. Tosses an interception, a pick 6 from his own end zone. So that'll bring on Brevin Tate again for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. So with 10:23 to go in the first quarter, Panthers get on the board on a pick 6. So they'll line up and kick it back to Grant. 7-0 is your score.
Vocational training and jobs individuals at this building. Dale Rogers provides super work transportation resources to our district's special needs students and is the official supplier of medals, trophies, awards, and teacher training for the Putnam City District.
So quick defensive touchdown for the Panthers. We're going to, Tate is out there to kick off again. Just a really bad mistake by the Generals. Can't have that against a team the caliber of the Putnam City North Panthers. And he bobbles it again, trying to pick it up for a return, but he's just swamped. Nice flow to the football for the Panthers, just swarmed up, and there's nowhere for him to go. So the Generals are going to take over again near the 15-yard line. Going to have to try to really limit mistakes against this Panther defense, only giving up 3 yards or three points per game. Got to protect the football. Got to protect the football. They're all spread out, ace formation. He's going to give it up the middle. There's a lane there, a big hole right up the middle for a nice carry. That's number 24, Quinshawn Bledsoe with the carry. He's a senior for the Generals. So finding a little bit of space there in the middle of the field. That's not something that most teams have been able to do. The Panthers have been really good so far this season, filling those lanes and not giving any penetration up front. Ace formation again. He's going to try to hand it off again. He's trying to cut back, but there's nothing there. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Clock running, 9:33 to go in the first quarter. Panthers lead 7-0 on a punt that was a bad snap. Punter couldn't handle it, and he tried to just throw it away, and he ended up throwing a pick 6. Ace formation here. He's looking to throw, and and he should have had another pick there. That's Keyshawn Denton. Ball was right there at him. Riley Powell also on the coverage. So incomplete pass brings up 4th down. The Generals bring out the punting team again.
Flag on the field. Flag on the field. Good return by Chris Martin, but we do have a yellow flag at the 21-yard line. Call is holding and will go against the Panthers.
So Tice Mythen's punt return for a touchdown. That's coming back on a penalty. So we're going to see the Panther offense and Carson Laverty and that offense take the field for the first time tonight. And they're going to be starting back on the 32-yard line. So first down for Laverty and this offense. He's got 4 receivers out, ace formation, single back. And he's looking to throw right away. He's going to hit Keyshawn Russell out there, who just bowls his way over down to about the 17-yard line. So Russell, definitely one of Laverty's big targets. He likes to throw to him a lot. He likes those out routes, the short little button hooks out there on the side.
Back is number 6, Carson Laverty.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball's on the 18. 8:39 to go in the first quarter. Panthers with the football. And he's going to give to Norman up the middle. He finds a lane, one man to beat. He tries to bull him over, gets up to about the 4-yard line. Good, nice carry by Norman for the Panthers.
And
I'll bring up 1st and goal for the Panthers, and let's see if they give it to Norman again. Marion Norman with the carry there. Laverty's looking to throw. He's got the out route. Oh, nice little juke move, and he reaches over for the end zone and a touchdown, Panthers. Andre Williams makes a man miss, stretches and breaks the goal, and the Panthers get in for the touchdown. Extra point coming up now. So Andre Williams scores the touchdown. 8:07 to go in the first quarter from 4 yards out. Now just waiting on the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. So 8:07 to go in the first quarter. Panthers lead 14-0 over the Grant Generals. Thank you for joining us. This is SportsZone Oklahoma exclusively on YouTube. We are glad all of you are able to watch online. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Like the video and always leave your comments. We'll try to get to those when we can. And let's take a look right now. We don't have any comments right now. Panthers getting ready to kick off.
On behalf of pals everywhere, Chick-fil-A on Rockwell Northwest Expressway wants to remind you.
So start wide, and then after he kicks, kind of go and then start zooming in on the ball, on the kicker, or the receiver. There you go. And he breaks loose up the sideline, finds a little bit of a gap, still moving. Tackle from behind is going to be down at about the 49-yard line. That's going to be number 3, Dorian Wilson, the senior. So good field position to start this drive for the Generals. Looks like he's going to give up the middle, trying to find a hole, and just nothing there. Stuffed. Maybe a 1-yard loss on the play. Bring up 2nd 11 for the Generals. Hunter Birmingham in on the tackle, number 28. 92 is Jaleel Johnson, junior defensive end for the Panthers. Second 10 coming up. No gain on that play. Ball's on the 49-yard line. Quick out route. It's going to get upfield, tackle from behind. That's number 4, Johnny Edmondson. And the give is up the middle again, and there's just nothing there. 24, Quinshawn Bledsoe on the carry. Brings up a 4th and 2 for the Generals. And flags on the play. Moving before the snap. So that's going to back up the Generals 5 yards. So 4th and 2 now becomes 4th and 7. Looking to throw. Got a man to the right looking that out route. He's got a receiver out there. That's number 7, Shamarian Gooseby, a senior. So that's going to give the Generals a first down. So they go for it on 4th and 7. They manage to pick it up. It's 5:47 to go in the first quarter. Panthers still lead 14-0, but the Generals able to move the ball here. Looking to hand off again, cuts up the middle, finds a little bit of a gap, still going. That's Quinshawn Bledsoe again. So finding a little bit of space in the middle at times. Let's bring up a 2nd and 5. And the give again. He's tried to cut back up. Looked like he slipped up to about the 33 and slow to get up. That's their offensive lineman, number 75, Hector Vargas. Third down here coming up, 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. He's got pressure coming on the backside. Throws on the run. And it was out of bounds. That's going to bring up a 4th and 6 for the Generals. So, of course, down here on the Panther side of the field, Generals are going to go for it. And we got whistles again. Looks like they're switching out the footballs here. And it looks like we're ready to go now. .428 to go in the first quarter. Generals moving the ball. Got Trips down here. He's looking to throw again. Got an ISO on the right side. He's looking up to the corner. And that's going to be, looks like it's picked off. That's going to be picked off by number 5, Dazion Matthews for the Panthers. So the Generals go for it. They go for the long ball. Just underthrown, come up short, and Matthews made a play on the ball. And now the Panthers are going to take the field on offense deep in their own territory with 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Now, you'd kind of expect this deep that you would probably run the ball, but one thing we've seen over the last few weeks is they're not afraid to try to throw it deep in their own end zone. So Laverty in the gun, quick give is Normant, and he's up to the 5. So given a little bit more space to work with. Amarian Norman on the carry. That'll bring up a second down, 7 for the Panthers. And just overthrows, looking for Kyan Russell there, and just overthrows him. That's going to bring up a third down. Laverty in the gun again. Looking to throw. He's got looking that out route again. This time he grabs it. And that's going to be 22. That's Tice Mythen. He's a senior wide receiver, one of the trio of receivers that the Panthers have making a play on the ball. But we have officials talking back here in the back. It might be a penalty here. I didn't see any flag on the field, but if they're talking back in that area, it's probably holding. We'll have to see what the call is here. No, it's on the defense. Personal foul. So that's going to be at tackle on 15 yards to the end of the play. Those are the types of mistakes the Generals can't make against a team like Putnam City North. This is just an outstanding football team that's very sound in nearly all phases of the game. And when you come in here to their home turf here at Putnam City North High School, if you want to have a chance to win the game, you cannot be making mistakes like that. So first down and 10 from the 33. Panthers moving the ball. 3:38 to go in the first quarter. Give us to Norman up the middle. He breaks free. Still driving, keeping his feet up to about the 43-yard line. It's Amarian Norman on the carry. That's going to be another first down for the Panthers. Continue just to slowly move the ball up the field. Of course, the 15-yard penalty definitely helps. Laverty looking to throw again. He looks left, comes back right. He's looking for Russell. There was some contact there, and the flag does come out, and it looks like we're going to get a pass interference on the defense. That looks like number 6, Jeremiah Barkus. He's a junior for the Generals. So that's going to 15 more yards for the Panthers. Give them another first down. .310 to go in the first quarter. Panthers still leading 14-0. Driving down the field. They're in the general side of the field, looking to put more points on the board before the end of this quarter. Laverty back to throw again. Steps up in the pocket, going to take off, and going to be down at about the 34. Mark him about the 34-yard line. So great decision by the sophomore quarterback. Nothing there, just steps up in the pocket, finds a lane, get the yards you can get, and that's going to bring up a 2nd 1 on the ball on the 34-yard line. Laverty, he gives the ball to Norman, and he's keeping his feet moving out. But we have flags on the play, and it's looking like that one's coming back because that looks like holding. It looked like one of the offensive linemen just kind of grabbed hold and just drug him right to the ground, one of the defensive linemen. And they are marking that one back. That's a 10-yard penalty, so a 2nd 1 is going to be a 2nd 9 or 2nd 11.
That'll be holding against the
2:22 to go in the first quarter. See if the Panthers can get it back. It is only 2nd down, 2nd 7 coming up. Laverty's looking to throw again. He's got pressure coming. Steps up to the right side. He's going to take off up the sideline, and he's going to be out at about the 22, 23-yard line. So Laverty not seeing anything there, getting some pressure on the backside, takes off, gets out of bounds, and that will move the sticks for another first down for the Panthers. Clock stopped with 2:09 to go. Laverty out in the backfield all by himself. Look for a quick throw. That's to Russell. Russell's going to break up the right side, tiptoeing, and is going to be out of bounds at about the 10. He tried to stay in bounds, and if he could have kept his feet in, he had nobody in front of him. He had all end zone after that. But we have a penalty on the play. And it looks like that is going to go against the Panthers. So 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. We have a timeout. Panthers moving. Be right back after this.
Football season has arrived. Hi, this is Toby Rowland, voice of the Oklahoma Sooners. We all have our favorite team that we support. I want to tell you about a roofing company that I trust and support. I have known the family that operates Covenant Roofing for over 30 years. When you read their reviews on Angie's List, the BBB, or Google, you will see why they have earned a stellar reputation. For a great roof at a competitive price, call Covenant Roofing, official roofing sponsor of the Oklahoma Sooners. There's only one.
And back here at Putnam City North High School, Panthers up 14-0, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. I'm Michael Johnson with you for SportsZone Oklahoma, exclusively on YouTube. So we got 1st and 10 at the 10. Panthers in the red zone, ready to score, put more points on the board. The Generals really need to stop here. They got to figure out something, a way to stop this. This is the type of area you might see Jeff Nwankwo. And Laverty gives to Norman. He's breaking loose on the left side, has a hole there. Can he beat his man? And he's tripped up, and he's into the – oh, no, he's down at the 1, So Marion Norman with the carry. He's saying he got in. Officials are saying no. Bring up a 2nd 1 from the 1-yard line. You got to think that they're probably going to give it to Norman again. Just let him punch this one in. Haven't seen any quarterback sneaks so far from, but they're lining up in the gun. Norman in the backfield with Laverty. The give is to Norman up the middle, and he is in for the touchdown. Marian Norman with the 1-yard touchdown run. And let's take a look at that one again. Marian Norman with just the 1-yard run, and he pops it in the end zone for the touchdown. The Panthers are going to line up for the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 1:45 left in the first quarter, Putnam City North goes up 21-0 over the Grant Generals. Amarian Norman with the 1-yard touchdown run. Just adding to his impressive stats on the year. Panthers looking to go 4-0 after tonight. So, Panthers are out ready to kick. Next week, the Putnam City North Panthers are at Deer Creek. Maybe some questions as to whether that game's going to be played. We'll have to follow that later this week for details. Brevin Tate to kick for the Panthers. Back for the Generals is Shimron Gooseby. And the kick is away. It's a short kick. It's going to be taken by number 4, Johnny Edmondson. And he's still on his feet and tripped up and goes down at about the 22. So Generals, 1:35 to go in this first quarter. And it's been all Panthers so far. And the give is going to be to number 3, Dorian Wilson, around the right side, still looking for some room. Will pick up about 5 on the carry. So nothing there at first, but he manages to pick up a few yards, bring up a manageable second down. So they're going to give him 6 yards on that carry, bring up a 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. He's going to throw it up the right side. Jump ball, almost picked off. That was Amarian Dorman on the coverage out there, nearly picking it off. Michael Williams was the receiver out there, just couldn't come down with it. So we'll bring up a 3rd down. And we have a timeout by the Generals. So 1:15 to go in the first quarter. Generals take a timeout. They want to talk it over. A big 3rd down coming up.
Football season has arrived. Hi, this is Toby Rowland, voice of the Oklahoma Sooners. We all have our favorite team that we support. I want to tell you about a roofing company that I trust and support. I have known the family that operates Covenant Roofing for over 30 years. When you read their reviews on Angie's List, the BBB, or Google, you will see why they have earned a stellar reputation. For a great roof at a competitive price, call Covenant Roofing, official roofing sponsor of the Oklahoma Sooners. There's only one.
And back here at Putnam City North High School, all Panthers in this one, 21-0. We'll remind everybody, stick around to watch the band at halftime. We promise we have the audio issues fixed this week. So we'll make sure that you can hear them, make sure you can see them. But back to this one, 1:15 to go in this first quarter. So at one point it was 2nd and 4. Now it's 3rd and 5. Somewhere along the line, even though it was an incomplete pass, the Generals lose a yard somehow. He quick pass over the middle, a slant, and he just can't hang on to it. It was a good pass, and he was open, but just could not hold on to the ball. That's number 6, Jeremiah Barkas. He was open, could have gave him a first down. Now they're looking at a 4th and 5, deep in their own territory. Still early, only down 21-0, and I think you got to punt this one. Kind of dangerous going for it right now. You don't get this, and you're giving the Panthers great field position, but they're going to go for it. So Gay in the quarterback in the gun. Ace formation. He's going to throw. He's looking to pass. Some protection. He has some time, but just nothing there. And Marion Normant nearly picked it off again. He tipped it. So Panthers are going to take over on their own side of the field. A good field position to go with exactly 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Looking to strike again. We'll see how Laverty and this offense does coming out. Generals need to get a stop. This one is going to get out of hand quickly. Laverty in the gun, 4 receivers. He's going to throw, looking for the quick hitch. Finds Nwankwo out there on the sideline, and he's close to a first down. Clock will continue to run. Looks like he's just a bit short of the first down. So Jeff Nwankwo getting in on the action. He is the tall senior wide receiver. Him, Russell, and Tice Mythen, the trio of receivers. And then you can throw Andre Williams in there. And Laverty has no shortage of weapons to go to. 2nd and 1 coming up. And he's going to give straight up the middle of the hole. Touchdown, Panthers. J.D. Allen with the carry. And let's see it again. He just gives the ball to J.D. Allen straight up the middle. Big hole. And in for the touchdown. Extra point coming. So Panthers make quick work of it, strike quickly, get in the end zone on J.D. Allen's touchdown run. Waiting for the extra point, and we have whistles. Stopping play. And that's going to be on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. Will So Tate looking to add the extra point. Bad snap. Tate picks it up, going to try to run for it. He's going to be stuck right there. So extra point is no good on the botched extra point snap. 25 seconds to go in this first quarter. Panthers leading 27-0.
And the Devils nothing. 55 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Since 1991, Charlie Sports Graphics has produced the finest in custom artwork and screen printed sportswear. Located in Bethany, Oklahoma, Sports Graphics can print all types of sportswear from schools, churches, fundraising, or any business need at a reasonable price.
So Panthers out here, they're going to kick off. Brevin Tate looking to kick off again to the Generals. Generals need to get something going, down 27-0 late in the first quarter. Still have 3 more quarters to go here. Starting to get a little ugly here. And Tate's going to kick. Nice kick, one-step kick, nicely done. We're going to have a little bit of a return. Kind of gets in, his own man gets in his way. He's going to work his way up to about the 18 or 19-yard line. Dorian Wilson on the carry. 12 seconds left to go in this first quarter, so just counting it down. That Panther defense back on the field, looking to pitch another shutout. Of course, beating Putnam City West last week, 47-0. The Patriots last week committing 6 turnovers. Generals in ace formation, spread out. Looking to give up the middle and maybe a yard gain. Should bring up a 2nd and 9. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Clock ticks down, and at the end of the first quarter, all Panthers, 27-0. We'll be back at the start of the second quarter. And back here at Putnam City North High School, getting ready to start this second quarter. Panthers leading 27-0. See if the Generals can get anything going here. We got trips up on the top side of the field. We have a whistle already, so before even play begins in the second quarter, we got a false start on the offense. That's going to back them up another 5 yards. We see glimmer just here and there. You see some good things, some positive things coming out of the Grant Generals, and then just undisciplined football, making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot. He's back to pass. He's got trips up on the top side, looking at a screen, sets up the screen, but not a whole lot going there. Maybe a yard gain on that one. And Grant's lining up, no huddle. They're just going to go straight to the ball. right there. All right. In the gun again, looking to pass. Quickly pressured. It's going to scramble outside. Still looking to throw. Got more pressure coming. He gets away from it up the sideline and gets out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. It's going to bring up a third and about. It's going to bring up a 4th and 6. And Grant will wisely decide to punt here. It's still going to be great field position for the Panthers to start this drive. So Stacey Gay looking, he found some running room. He was initially being pressured by Jaleel Johnson. Gets away from that. Manages to get out of it. Then a snap over his head. The punter's grabbing it. He's down trying to get the kickoff. It's blocked. A short little kick. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage where it's going to be blown dead. So a bad snap. Punter tries to get it off. And the line of scrimmage essentially does not change. So the Panthers are going to take over on the 20-yard line. Short field. You just don't want to do that. You don't want to give a team like Putnam City North with that explosive offense a short field like this. They made the right decision to punt, but that's 2 bad snaps that we've seen from their long snapper. Might be why earlier in the game they went for it on a 4th down. So Laverty in this offense back out on the field. Short field. And he's looking to throw up the left side, corner of the end zone. Out of our camera range, incomplete pass. So unfortunately, when it's in that corner of the end zone, we can't really see it. So we'll try to let you know what happened. But that one was incomplete. So that's going to bring up a 2nd 10. Number 3 here on the bottom side is Jeff Nwankwo. And he's going to have one-on-one coverage. Looks like man coverage, so they may be looking to throw to him again. But instead, he's going to give it up the middle and cuts back. Nice little move up the middle and caught from behind up to about the 8. That's Keyshawn Denton with the carry. Nice little run, making some people miss. Getting up inside the 10. I'll give him a 1st down. So 1st and goal from the 8. Laverty in the gun. And he gives it again. And that's Keyshawn Denton in the end zone for the touchdown. So Keyshawn Denton with another Panther touchdown. Let's take a look at that one again. Denton just takes it to the right side. You got nice blocking out there by Tyson. And he's in the end zone. So Panthers on the board again with 10:20 to go in the 2nd quarter. Up 33-0. Extra point on the way. Had a bad snap last time. Missed the extra point. Let's see if we get it off this time. And on that replay, I mentioned Tice Mython with the block, but that was actually number 23, Jaden Wembley with the block. Extra point is good. So Panthers will go up 34-0 in the 2nd quarter. 10:20 to go in the 2nd quarter. Again, thank you for watching us, SportsZone Oklahoma, exclusively on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit that like button, and as always, leave your comments, and we will try to check in on those when we can. And let's take a look right now. CJ Tate, thank you for your comment, says go Brevin. I'm too sleepy, says go Panthers. Jonah Walker, go Jaleel, number 92, Panthers rule. Thank you for your comments. Everybody else jump in on the comments. We'll try to read them out, read your comments when we get a break or when we get some time. So we're lined up, ready to go. Generals will get the ball again in the second quarter. Tate to kick off for the Panthers. It's going to be a long, good kick all the way back to inside the 5. That's number 3, Dorian Wilson with the return. Up to just past the 20, where the Generals are going to take over again. Stacey Ongay will come out, the quarterback, and lead his team out. Generals are finding out what Piedmont, Putnam City, and Putnam City West have found out in the previous weeks, which is really hard to move the football in this Panther defense. They got a lot of talent out there, speed, they fly to the football. Just really hard to make anything happen. But they're going to get another shot right here. 2 backs in the backfield with Gay. Snap, he's going to give, he's going to have a lead blocker, and he's immediately cut down. And the way he fell down looked like there might have been a face mask in there, but I don't see any flags on the field. Looked like they got him up high, and he was kind of yanked back, but the referees didn't see it, so we play on. 2nd and 11 coming up, going to be a loss of a yard on the play.
That's a loss of 1 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
As the clock continues to tick down, 9:40 to go in the second quarter. Just a reminder, at halftime, you can stick around, watch the band perform on the field. 2 backs in the backfield with Gay again. Snap, looking to throw this time. Looking to the left side, nobody there, takes off, pull up again, tries to beat his man, and just nowhere to go. I mean, nowhere to go against that defense, and he looks like he might be hurt. He's getting up kind of slow. He's trying to walk it off back to the huddle. And he might be injured. He looks like he's in some pain. That's Stacey Ongay, the senior quarterback. Other quarterbacks listed on the roster. Number 2, Michael Williams is a freshman. We have number 6, Jeremiah Barkas, a junior. And then number 10, Sebastian Solis, a junior. Those are the other quarterbacks listed on the roster. But right now, Gay stays in the game, takes a snap. Pressure coming up from inside, and he just falls down. He just wisely slides down. He was getting pressure from number 92, Jaleel Johnson, and just nowhere to go. Just falls down. That's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and 21. And the General punt team back out on the field, and they have struggled so far tonight. Bad snap in the end zone. Punter tries to throw it away. It's a pick 6. Another bad snap down on the goal line where they're at right now. Tries to get it away, kicks it back to the original line of scrimmage. So just not a good night for the General punting team so far. And they're getting a guy running in late, trying to line up. Play clock down to 2. He gets the snap off. Does he get the kick? He gets the kick off. Good kick off the left side. And out of bounds at about the 35, maybe 38-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. They're going to mark it right around 31. So kick goes out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Panthers are going to take over again with excellent field position. It's just kind of been, that's kind of been their motto this year, is Panthers short fields. They do great on defense. They stay on that side. Force turnovers, force bad punts, and the next thing you know, they're starting with the ball with about 30 yards to go to put another 6 on the board. Laverty in the gun. And he's going to give right up the middle. Big hole there, cutting back inside. Nice run. That's number 27. That's Riley Edwards. Edwards, a very powerful runner, just likes to run people over, not afraid of contact. That kid loves to hit. And when he gets the ball, he looks to run people over. So 1st and 10, ball and 17. Clock continues to run, 7:20 to go in the second quarter. Panthers blow open a huge lead up, 34-0. Laverty takes a snap. He's going to give the ball up the middle again. Big hole, cutting back inside and down near the 5. That's Riley Edwards again. Let's check this play out again. Edwards just powering up inside, finding the lane. Down near the 5.
That'll bring up a 2nd and goal, or 2nd and 1 from the 8-yard line.
Play clock down to 15. 6:37 to go in the first half. Panthers moving the football down inside the red zone, ready to score again. And a little bit of a bad snap, tries to give it off to Edwards, and there's a fumble. Ball is on the ground. It's still on the ground, scooped up by the Generals. And that is number 3. That is Dorian Wilson. Let's take a look at that replay and let's see what happened here. Ball's just on the ground, a scramble for it, nowhere to go, and finally just scooped up. So an unlikely turnover by the Panthers. Driving, looking to put more points on the board. Bad exchange between Carson Laverty and Riley Edwards. Ball's on the ground, and they just can't get on top of it. Looked like the thing was covered with oil or something, like nobody wanted to pick it up. And we have a timeout with 6:20 to go in the second quarter. All Panthers in this one, 34-0.
Football season has arrived. Hi, this is Toby Rowland, voice of the Oklahoma Sooners. We all have our favorite team that we support. I want to tell you about a roofing company that I trust and support. I have known the family that operates Covenant Roofing for over 30 years. When you read their reviews on Angie's List, the BBB, or Google, you will see why they have earned a stellar reputation. For a great roof at a competitive price, call Covenant Roofing, official roofing sponsor of the Oklahoma Sooners. There's only one.
Back here at Putnam City North High School, about ready to resume. We got 6:20 to go in the second quarter. Panthers up 34-0. Just turned the ball over on a bad exchange between Carson Laverty and Riley Edwards. Ball on the turf. Generals scoop it up. So finally forcing a turnover for the Generals. So we'll see what Stacy Young-Gay and that offense can do here. Still 6 minutes and change to go in the second quarter. Plenty of time if they can move the football. They don't have to get big yardage here. They just need to get some first downs. Snap, looking to throw, and it's complete out there. And he's still got room to run, making guys miss. Bad tackling right there. That's number 6, Jeremiah Barkus on the reception. Gets the ball all the way up to the 36-yard line. Got some whistles here. I don't see any flags. And they're calling illegal, looks like illegal substitution on the offense. No, the penalty is against Putnam City North, but I didn't see. The official pointed towards Grant, saying the penalty was on them, but then they marked it off against the Panthers, so I'm not sure what was called there, but it's going to move the ball a little bit further down the field for the Generals, a little bit more room for Gay and that offense to work with. Again, they just need to slowly, methodically move the ball. They just need to try to get first downs. They got a first down here coming up, give up the middle, cut back, looking for some room, and just nothing in the middle of that line. That front defensive line for the Panthers, and number 33 on the stop, Hayden Thornton in there on the stop. Riley Powell's also in there. Number 92 is Jaleel Johnson. These guys make it really hard to run up the middle. We have noticed the Generals finding some gaps early in the game, but those have kind of filled up now. So 4 wide receivers again. Gay back to pass. He's got some pressure. Looks like Jaleel Johnson was held there. Flag coming in. He's still looking to throw down the field. And pass is incomplete, but that's coming back anyway. Holding. Jaleel Johnson got in the backfield, and he was trying everything he could to get to the quarterback, and he was just held on. You could see dragging that jersey and pulling it down. And the official was right there to see it, so mark off some yardage. Going to back up the Generals a little bit more. 4:01 to go in the second quarter. And I don't know why, but the clock continues to run despite the penalty. Clock should be stopped right now, but it's still running. 3:50 to go. So I don't know if somebody's not paying attention, but the clock continues to run despite the penalty. I think they need to put some time back on the clock. Should be over 4 minutes, but now he winds it, but close to 35 seconds ran off the clock there. So General's looking to throw. He's getting some more pressure, trying to get away, looking down the field. He's throwing down the field into double coverage and incomplete, but a flag coming in there. And I think they're going to get the defense on this one. It looked clean to me. Didn't really look like a pass interference penalty, but officials down there closer to the play than I am, so. So the officials are going to talk it over. And pass interference against the defense. So kind of a back and forth, penalties both ways. Move the ball one way, move the ball back. And in the meantime, we're not really going anywhere. And again, the clock continues to run. 2:30 to go in the second quarter.
In the second quarter, CO.
Clock is still running. Should be stopped, but it's running. Officials aren't watching the clock, so nobody catches it. Generals coaches, apparently they don't care either. So Gay looking to throw deep. Ball's thrown short, and Jeff Nwankwo was right there. Could have had an easy pick, but he just drops the football. So one of their star wide receivers can't catch the ball when he's on the defensive side of the field. So Generals live for another day. Bring up a 3rd and 5. Clock continues to run. Generals with the ball near midfield. Gay takes a snap, looks to throw, over to the side, overthrows his man. Intended for number 3, Dorian Wilson. Gay just overthrew him. So, again, the clock continues to run. There must just be an agreement to keep running the clock. 1 minute to go in this first half. Again, stick around for the band at halftime. Gay looks to pass. Got a man out on the side. Overthrows him again. So ball gets turned over on downs, and the clock continues to run. 30 seconds to go. And the clock is now underneath the play clock, which hasn't started yet, so they do not have to snap the ball if they don't want to. $13 to go. And they do snap the ball. He's probably looking for a home run ball here. Got a man down. Wow, that is number 23, Jiden Wembley, with the touchdown reception. Incredible one-handed catch. Let's take a look at that again. Laverty with one play here and just looks right down the middle, and look at Wembley's one-handed catch in the end zone for a touchdown. No one around him. Touchdown, Panthers. So they'll line up for the extra point and adding one, tacking another touchdown on right before right before halftime. Extra point coming up. And we have whistles. Might be an equipment issue or something. Official steps in there. Snap. Kick is up. And it's good. So, with zeros on the play clock, it is now halftime. And the Panthers, all Panthers in this one, 41-0 at halftime. And welcome back to Putnam City North High School, where the Panthers lead the U.S. Grant Generals 41-0 at halftime. Both teams coming back out on the field, getting ready to warm up. We have a little over a minute left on the clock before the second half starts, but I'm sure they'll add a few more minutes, let these teams warm up. Just all Panthers in the first half. Mistakes were the name of the game for the Generals. They were moving the ball at times. They look impressive at times, and then they would just making just small mistakes that were keeping them from really being able to reach the end zone. There towards the end of the the first half, sorry, they were moving the football, and they got to midfield. Looked like they were maybe could do something with the football, but then they turned the ball over on downs. Quarterback for the Generals, Stacey Young-Gay, he's out there scrambling, moving around, but he's seeing a lot of pressure up front by those big boys for the D front for the Panthers, led by number 92, Jaleel Johnson. He's been in the backfield stirring up problems the whole first half. So Panthers out here right now warming up, ready to get this second half underway. As a reminder, assuming everything goes normal, the Panthers travel to Deer Creek next week. There is some speculation that game may not happen. We'll have to wait and see if there's any official announcement coming from the school regarding that. But if all things continue as they're supposed to, the Panthers likely move to 4-0 after tonight, and will head up to Deer Creek hoping to move to 5-0. This team definitely looking forward to the playoffs. They have a very talented group this year. Before the season started, the talk around this locker room is state championship. And certainly they have a lot of weapons on that team. Sophomore quarterback Carson Laverty has really grown into that quarterback position over the first 4 weeks. And you see it here tonight. He's got 3 big weapons out on the outside with Jeff Nwankwo, Kion Russell, and then, of course, Tice Mythen. And then you can throw Andre Williams in there, and then a plethora of other guys who are also getting in on the action. And in the backfield, of course, Amarian Norman is leading the charge, but they also have J.D. Allen and a few others out there who can step in as well. Riley Edwards. And then, of course, on defense, you just got, they're just smothering opposing offenses, only giving up 3 points per game, pitching a shutout last week, a shutout so far this week. So the Panthers getting it done on all sides of the ball. Early in the season, they struggled a little bit on special teams. Tonight, at least, we've seen it cleaned up. They're doing a lot better on special teams. And then last week, we had a kick return for a touchdown to open the second half. Panthers will get the ball to start the second half, so that's got to be on their mind. Can they do it again? So you never know. It's a very explosive team, a lot of talent. But we have another half of football ready to go here. Clock's ticking down to they did put more time on the clock. We're ticking down to about 40 seconds to go, and we'll be getting this one started again. So again, thank you everybody for joining us exclusively on YouTube. This is SportsZone Oklahoma, and we are proud to be able to bring this to you in this COVID-19 pandemic where we can only have 25% capacity at the stadiums. We're glad the rest of you can tune in to watch these Putnam City North games right here on SportsZone Oklahoma. We have 2 more home games left after this one, assuming we get to play them. That would be against Midwest City and against Lawton. So 2 very good football teams this year still left to come in here, and those will be a challenge. So after tonight, the road gets a little bit tougher for the Panthers going forward. So both teams on the sidelines getting ready to get this one started. We've got 12 minutes on the clock, and we are ready. Here within a few minutes, we'll be kicking this one off to start the second half. We had an excellent performance by the band at halftime. They did a great job, sounded really good. Very impressive. We're thankful that we were able to bring that to you this week. This is the first year we've done this. We've had some technical difficulties in the first few weeks, but we think we have all those ironed out. We think we're ready to go. And we hope we get to bring you these last 2 home games this year. We'll have, unfortunately for Oklahoma County, the COVID numbers, the map is now we're orange level 2, which could start to impact high school football games and other sports in high school. Beginning this week, probably on Monday, we're going to start to hear some cancellations, but we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. Of course, no official announcements have come yet, but some of these schools do have policies that, at least by the policy, they would begin to stop playing sports when we get to this level. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned to your local news to see what happens around the area with high school sports. Generals ready to kick off here. First time they've had a chance to kick off. And kick is up the middle, kind of a weird kick. Bounces off his face mask and picking it up, trying to find a lane. And he does find a lane. He returned one last week to start the second half up the sideline. No one to stop him. That's Keyshawn Denton for the touchdown. Keyshawn Denton with the touchdown. No flags on the field, so Panthers, for the second week in a row, open up the second half with a touchdown. Let's take a look at that again. Keyshawn Denton just finds a hole up the right side. Kick initially hit him in the face mask, and he had to scoop that up, but he just finds a spot up the right side and in for the touchdown. So Keyshawn Denton with the touchdown to open up the second half. Panthers rolling right now. And this is kind of what happened last week with Putnam City West. The game was actually pretty close up until like the last minute of the first half, and then Panthers get on the board, and then the second half, the floodgates open, and the Panthers just start pouring it on. So not a good way to start the second half for the Generals after having a halftime to talk about it. So we got the kick up. The kick is good. So 48-0, sorry. Putnam City North with the lead when the opening kickoff to start the second half. Keyshawn Denton, number 4, taking it to the house. And that puts the Panthers up 48-0. And if you're head coach Ryan Laverty, you've got to like what you see. Just a very, you come out and in the first few weeks, things don't look very good on special teams. Things start looking sloppy, but now things are really starting to hammer away for the Panthers, and they're getting it done on all sides of the football. I mean, very little weak spots in this Panther offense, defense, special teams. They just look solid, and they are really hitting their stride right now in the midway through the season. And the kick. Nice kick down the field. He's just taking like 2 steps of kicking, but nice kick. Going to have a little bit of a return, find a little bit of space out on the side, gets up to about the 30. So not bad. Good field position to start the game, or start this possession for the Generals.
Jordan Wilson, the return, and he'll take the ball up to around the 30-yard line.
So first down on the 30 for the Generals. Able to move the ball a little bit to end that first half. Looking to put some points on the board against this Panther defense that's only given up an average of 3 points a game. Gay is in the backfield in the gun. He gives up, and he's dancing around looking for somewhere to go, and I think it's a no gain. Looks like no gain on the play. That's Quishon Bledsoe, just nowhere to go. Again, we've talked about it in previous weeks, talked about it tonight. That front for the Panthers, very tough. You got Jaleel Johnson, Derek Colvin. I mean, those guys, those are some big boys up there. You know, number 44 is Brevin Tate. He's been doing the kicking duties. He's lining up at nose guard. Gay back to pass, scrambles, pressure coming. Looking for somewhere, nowhere to go, going to run out of bounds, going to be forced out. That's going to be 29, Colby Williams, forcing him out of bounds. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 coming up. So General's able to move the ball a little bit here to start their first possession of this second half. 4 receivers. Gay barking out the signals, takes a snap, looks like he's going to give, cuts back, finds a little bit of a lane, getting pursued, but getting knocked out. It looks like he definitely has the first down on a 4-yard pickup. That's number 3, Dorian Wilson on the carry. So the Generals manage a first down in this drive. Ball on the 43.
First and 10, the ball at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw, looks to the left side, quick hitch to number 3. Dorian Wilson on the catch, gets up to about the 50, just short, marking him down at the 49-yard line. So Generals moving the ball slowly. That's all they have to do. They don't need the big gain. They don't have to go down the field for the big score. They just need first down, slowly move the football. Get down there and get some points on the board. Need some points in this drive. Need to be safe with the football, no turnovers. The give up the middle, cut back, just nowhere to go. And number 51 on the tackle. That was number 24, Quinshon Bledsoe with the carry. Just nowhere to go there. He cut back trying to find a lane. There's nothing there. So clock is ticking, 6:56 to go in the third quarter. This quarter is going by quickly. Almost halfway done with the quarter. Gay back to throw. He's scrambling. More pressure coming from Johnson. And he just throws it, and it's picked off. That's going to be picked off by Tice Mythen. And he's got room to run. He's got a blocker out there. Good block, but flags it coming in. That's going to come back. He's still running. He's got open field. And he's going to be into the end zone for a touchdown. But, folks, it's coming back. This one's coming back on a holding call. Way back here. Way back here, maybe in the 40. So Tice Mythen with the pick. He takes it to the house, but that one's not going to count. So the offense will head out on the field. 6:03 to go. So running clock in effect, obviously, because they're not stopping the clock for anything. Where it's counting down under 6 minutes to go in this third quarter. So
was holding on the
So this half is going to go by pretty quick with a running clock.
opening up a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Correction, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Clock running under 5:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. All Panthers, 48-0 here. And that Panther offense back out on the field with the ball in the 34-yard line, 33-yard line. And to give up the middle, and there's going to be just nowhere to go. And that's number 11. Looks like we've got some backups coming into the game. And Laverty's going to find Russell out here in the flat. Nowhere to go. Going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. And Russell's limping off the field. We do not want to see that. So Kyon Russell, maybe an ankle or something, limps off the field. Look, number 5, Dazion Matthews here on the bottom of your screen, number 5. Laverty looking to the left side, looking to throw, whips it up the right side, overthrows his intended receiver, Andre Williams. Kind of threw it in between Williams and Jeff Nwankwo. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 13, and we're going to see the punt team come out here for the Panthers. You don't see them very often, and that is number 18, Riley Powell, out there. He's back there to punt for the Panthers. So Powell ready to kick this one. Steps into it. Good kick. Down the right side. Takes a general bounce right out of bounds at about the 40. They're going to say 41-yard line. And that is where the Generals will get to take over near midfield. One of the probably the best starting position for them field-wise of the game. So flipping the field here in the 2nd half. And the Generals with nice field position to start. Let's see if they can turn anything into points and get down and get in the end zone. That Panther defense coming out on the field. Clock continues to run, 2:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Generals need to find a way to get some points. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to throw over the middle, and that's hits complete to number 3. That's Dorian Wilson. He just faked the handoff, quick slant over the middle. And Wilson was open. That's going to bring up a 1st down. Great play by the Generals. Moving the football. So they are now in the Panther side of the field with another 1st down. Clock continues to run. 1:55 to go in the 3rd quarter. So this one's going to end pretty quick with a running clock. Gay back to throw again. Scrambles, steps up in the pocket, and just going to slide down at the 40. That's going to give him about a 4-yard gain. But we got flags on the field. So flags on the field after the 4-yard gain by the quarterback, Stacey Gay, stepping up in the pocket. And the penalty is going to be on the Generals, so that's going to back them up. Holding call is the call there. So now, long ways to go for a 1st down. They're back on their own side of the field now.
Holding against U.S. Rams.
1st and 19 with about 50 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Snap, and he's going to give it up the middle. He's going to find a little bit of space. He'll gain a couple of yards up the middle. So that's number 24, Quinshawn Bledsoe with the carry. Second 16 coming up.
Second and 16 at the 50-yard line.
Clock continuing to run, down to 15 seconds. Play clock is just under that, so he's going to have to snap the ball. And he fakes the give, and he's going to throw over the middle again into traffic, and that one looked like it was complete for a second, but then he couldn't hold on to it. Intended for Jeremiah Barkas, number 6. He just couldn't hang on to it, so that's going to end the third quarter. Putnam City North Panthers 48, U.S. Grant Generals nothing. One more quarter to go when we come back. And we're back here at Putnam City North High School, 48-0 Panthers all over the Generals. We've got one more quarter to go, and they are getting ready to come back out here on the field. Generals with the ball at midfield. They have a couple of good plays. They move the ball, and then penalties just hurt them. They were up there with about a second 4. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 16. Gay looking to pass, fake. And he's going to flip it out. He's got a receiver out there, but he just can't hit him. He overthrows him. That's Shamarian Gooseby. And he was open. If he had caught it, he could have got up maybe inside the original line of scrimmage and gave him 4th and less than 10. But now, as it stands, 4th and 16, ball on the 50. So down 48-0. Of course, you're going to continue. You're just going to go for it. He's going to have to throw here. He's had success throwing over the middle, a slant, post, but you see these Panther defense. Look at him sitting in the middle of the field. You got 5 guys in the middle of the field, 3 down linemen. They know it's coming. They're taking away the middle of the field. Gay is back to pass. He's looking for somewhere. There's nowhere to go, and he steps up, and he's got pressure, and he's just going to be sacked. He's going to be brought down. That's number 93, Derek Colvin with the sack, and that'll change possession, so the Panthers offense will come out. So Gay needing to throw, Panthers taking it away. 5 guys in the middle of the field, 3 down linemen, and which is 3 pass rushers. They get to the quarterback and take him down, and Colvin gets the sack, and that's going to flip it, and Carson Laverty and that offense is going to come back out on the field, up 48-0 with a running clock. And this game is going to be over pretty quick with a running clock. We got about 10.5 minutes to go. Laverty hands off to number 11. Shake and bake, make a couple moves, cut inside, kind of bumps into his own man, and it's brought down at the 30. Nice run by number 11. We don't have 11 on the roster. So my apologies to that young man for not being able to say his name out over the air. We're kind of getting at that point where we're getting some subs and some people getting in the game, getting to play. Handoff again. And going to break it to the outside, cut back inside. He's got room to run. He's heading down inside the 5. Gets pushed out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. They make it the 6. and out of camera view. So nice run there. So Panthers knocking on the door again. Already up 48-0, looking to break 50. And it is the fourth quarter, folks. I hadn't changed the scoreboard, so I just updated it. But it is the fourth quarter. Clock is running. 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Laverty's still out there with that offense. He's handing off again, cutting up inside. He's got room, and he's down to about the 2 before he's hit and brought down. Number 8, Sebastian Rodriguez, one of them in on the stop for the Generals. 8.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Laverty taking the snap again. It's a high snap, and Laverty's going to keep it into the end zone for the touchdown. So Carson Laverty with the touchdown from 2 yards out. We'll take a look at that run again. Laverty, you can see him looking to the right. High snap, takes it and into the end zone. So Laverty gets a second rushing touchdown of the year. Had one last week. Extra point to come. 54-0. All Panthers right now. Looking to make it 55. Snap is good. Good hold. Kick is up, and it hits the upright. No good. So the kick hits the upright. It's no good. Panthers up 54-0. 7:35 to go in the fourth quarter. And just all Putnam City North at this point. Again, as we wind down this fourth quarter and get towards the end of this game, we just want to remind you, thank you for watching us, SportsZone Oklahoma, exclusively on YouTube. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like the video, the live stream, and then always comment. We have Jeremiah Moore said, yes, sir. I'm too sleepy. Everyone check out Nate's 2 Revenge. Sadie says, I can't hear you. I hope we got that fixed for you. Jeremiah Moore, good job, band. Jonah Walker, nice to hear the band. Awesome job. On fire. Parker Jenkins, go Panthers all the way. So everybody that's commenting on the YouTube live stream, thank you very much. And we are ready to get back to action here. Panthers kicking off again. Brevin Tate, the nose guard, kicking off for the Panthers. They're filling the lanes, and they're looking for a room to run. Gets up past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. That was Wilson on the return. A little slow to get up. Again, running clock in effect. We're down to about 6:30 to go in this fourth quarter. Panthers are going to move to 4-0. They travel to Deer Creek next week. At least that's what's on the schedule. Stay tuned to see what happens with that game. But that would be that'd be a good matchup for this Panther team. Panther defense out there, Gay in the gun. He's looking to hand off. He fakes it, and up the left side, room to run. Knocked out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain. So Stacyon Gay with the carry. And I don't see any flags on the field, so that's what they need. They need to move the ball. Let's see if they can get some points on the board. Of course, the Panthers looking to keep a shutout on the board, that goose egg. Shut out Putnam City West Patriots last week, 47-0. Up 54-0 here. 2 straight weeks of shutouts. That would be pretty impressive for this defense. Gay back to pass. He's scrambling. He's telling his man run. He throws it deep. He's throwing it deep. He's got a man, and he could not hold on to it. Wide open. That was Shimmeron Gooseby. He takes off. Gay tells him take off up the sideline. He takes off. Gay with the perfect pass, hitting right where it should. I mean, that ball was on the money, and Gooseby just could not come up with it. So that was unfortunate for them, because if he catches that, that's 6 points on the board. So just under 5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. And it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because there was a penalty against the Generals. So even if that had been complete, it would have came back. Panthers, of course, will decline. That'll bring up a 4th and 6 as the clock ticks down to end this game. 4th and 6 coming up. Can they pick up the first down? Swinging it out in the flats, and he cannot hold on to it. That's number 6, Jeremiah Barkas. Just cannot catch the football, can't hold on to it. And that will flip the field, so the Panthers will come out and with their offense. Clock continues to tick down. Just over 4 minutes to go in the game. This one's going to be over before 9 o'clock, so looks like we got some subs out there for the Panthers. Number 40, Destin Lay. He's a sophomore wide receiver. He's out there. We have number 21, Zane Lister. So some young guys getting some playing time here late in the game as the clock continues to run. We have a new quarterback in too, number 17. And the back will just be cut down. Number 17. Jones, the ball carrier. Clock continues to run. We're at 3 minutes. Give up the middle to Jones. Fighting forward. He's going to get up to about the 34, maybe 35. 34-yard line. 2:42 to go in the game. All Panthers here. Just trying to close this one out. Got some backups in the game, getting some good reps. You never know when one of your guys goes down and one of these young guys have to step in. And they, of course, are the future of your program, so you want to get them reps when you can, and this is certainly the best time to do that. Snap, give, up the middle. Nice lane, cuts loose, breaks loose. There's room to run all the way up to about the 17. So nice run. Michael Scott, the sophomore, the nice run up the middle. He's going to come back out. Jones will go back in. And it looks like we have a penalty against the Panthers. And the clock continues to roll as they are in no hurry to get this one marked off. You can tell the officials are probably done here too. Holding against the Panthers. So that'll back them up. We have 1:30 to go in the game. Snap, the give. There's room to run. He finds a little hole, kind of dancing his way through there. Still on his feet, driving. Offensive line are helping him, and he's going to be down at just about the 20-yard line. 1:03 to go in the game. So probably 2 plays here, and we'll be done with this one. This is that's a first down. So barring some kind of weird fumble and scoop and score or a pick six, which we don't expect him to throw the football in this situation, should get 2 runs here, and the game should be over. 40 seconds to go. Play clock's at 15. Snap, give, room to run, plenty of room. He's inside. He's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Jones with the touchdown. How about that, folks? So trying to run the clock out, and they put another one on the board. Let's take a look at the replay. Gets a high snap inside, plenty of room to run, and just poor tackling. They just missed the tackle, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. Wow. So, and the clock runs off. They are not going to kick the extra point. No reason to. Final score of this one. Final score of this one, folks. 60-0. Just an impressive outing by the Panthers. Taking care of the football in all facets of the game. Great game for the Panthers. Of course, you know, no shaking hands at midfield anymore. Just wave to them, and you can tell that they're just ready to get off the field after this one. The Generals will have that long bus ride home, and that's all. That's it for from here in Putnam City High School. So thank you for joining us here on SportsZone Oklahoma, exclusively on YouTube. I'm Michael Johnston, and we'll see you in a couple weeks, hopefully, the next time the Panthers are here at home. So next week, if all goes well, they'll be at Deer Creek. That's it. Signing off. Take care and have a great night.